What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I have something very special. I'm going through my vintage Pokemon card collection. I have some absolute bangers in here, some absolute molten lava, super hot fire cards that I'm excited to share with you guys today. As you know, I've been going to card shows over the past year, building up my vintage card collection. I pretty much only collect vintage cards, and I decided to go after my favorite era, which is the Neo era of cards. And I wanted to kind of show off what I've gotten so far in my collection, how many cards I'm missing, and how many sets I've completed. Now, if you know, the Neo era of cards is like the golden era. In my opinion, it's the best set ever. It has the dark Pokemon, it has the light Pokemon, it has the shiny Pokemon. It's the first set to do all of that. It's the first set to do the Moonbryon. Everything that everybody loves about Pokemon pretty much stemmed from this set. So let's go ahead, grab some cards, and review what we have. We're going to start from left to right, and we'll go through the whole pile. I have them divided in different sets from the Neo era. So we'll go ahead and start here first. This first card, it is a beautiful Jumpluff. Now this is a Jumpluff from Neo Genesis. Very beautiful card here. I'll try to get the light on it as best as I can and get everything situated so you guys can see the conditions. Now when I was first starting to collect, the cheaper cards I didn't really care too much about. I was just getting them out of the way. So this I would say probably about moderately played, but it's all about the condition on the front. Not too shabby. Very nice Jumpluff. Let's go ahead, get that sucker back in the sleeve and see what the next card is. All right, and the next one, we have this beautiful, beautiful Kingdra. Very nice as I drop it and make it decrease in value. I started with Genesis first because honestly, it has a lot of the cards that are not that valuable. These are like low dollar cards, but very, very, very nice. There's that beautiful Kingdra again. I don't even know how long it's been since we've seen a Kingdra card. Very nice condition. I would say this one is definitely a light play like I tried. Tried to get everything in light play or better. And the reason I do that is because the difference between light play and near mint usually isn't that much, but for money, it's a lot different. All right, we have a Steelix. This card definitely needs to be cleaned. I got this out of some binder at a card show, and it was a very dirty binder, but it was just a fun story. Let's get this sucker out and see what it looks like. There we go. Very clean holographic, as you can see. I don't even think there's a scratch on this holographic. Very nice, very dark holographic. And on the back's got a good bit of whitening, but hey, it's an old card. It's cool. It's vintage. These are cheap. I can always go and upgrade the low dollar cards whenever I feel like it. And I mostly hunt for swirls. I'm a big swirl collector. So these low dollar cards that are in rougher condition that don't have swirls, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout after my set's complete for better condition cards with swirls. All right, the next card. This card is one of my favorites, and it has a beautiful story. As you can see, let's go ahead and get it out of the sleeve real quick. As you can see, this card is signed. It's signed by Pokemon Trainer B over on Instagram. Many, many, many moons ago. This has probably been like 10 or 12 years ago now. I was big into collecting cards on Instagram. I had an Instagram where we were buying and selling cards. I was kind of like an online vendor where I was constantly buying, selling, and grading cards. And this card, my good friend Pokemon Trainer B, one of his favorite cards, or one of his favorite Pokemon is Slowking, and he actually bought this card from one of these guys, and this card was claimed to be in near mint condition. Obviously, as you can see, it is very far from near mint condition, so it caused a lot of drama and a lot of backlash. And out of the funny story, because we would always joke about this card, I decided to buy it off of him, and I told him to sign it and I would keep it forever. I still have it probably 12 years later with a funny story, great memories. This is what really started my Genesis collection. This was the first card I had in the set. It's just a funny story. I love this card. I don't ever plan on replacing this. This will be my Slowking in the collection forever. I don't care if I got a Gym Mint 10. I'm not replacing it. All right, next card. We have the beautiful Steel Bird, the Skarmory. Same set from Genesis. Now you guys can start seeing what I've been picking out. So as you can see here, beautiful swirl in the top corner, right in line with this kind of like light beam coming down. So this is almost like the swirl is beaming down all the light rays on the bird. And that's what's fun about the swirls. You can get them in pretty cool places. Here's the back. The back is pretty clean. Very light scratches on the front. But hey, I would consider this light played. And I love the swirl. That's the reason we picked this one up. The swirl is in the perfect placement. Very cool swirl placement. And as you can see as we go forward, we have many more swirls to come. That's the best part about collecting old vintage cards, the swirls. Next up, we have Heracross. Very nice. Still in the same set. We have the beautiful Heracross. Yeah, it's a little scratched up here, but look at this swirl. The swirl on the cave entrance. Well, it's on the mountainside, and it makes it look like it's a cave entrance. Very cool. I love this kind of first-person perspective of Pinsir fighting Heracross. Very nice. Here's a look at the back. Pretty clean card. Again, light play condition. That's what we go for. Very nice. Cool card. Love the swirl on this card. I also have these. Most of the cards are in Dragon Shield clear sleeves. They're a little bit thicker. And when I put them in the hard sleeves, like the top loaders, they don't slide out as easy. And I kind of like that. All right. Next card is the beautiful Naked Sheared Sheep. Still going. I almost said Sega Genesis. Still going for oh my goodness, Neo Genesis. I hear Genesis and my brain instantly goes to Sega, and sometimes I can't react. This one is beautiful. It's got a nice little swirl here coming out the back. Very, very nice. Let me get this light a little bit closer so you guys can very well see. Some of the hollows from these cards are very dark, hard to see, but beautiful card. Again with the swirl, again with the light played. Very, very nice. I'll show the back for just a brief second so everybody can see, but for the most part, we're only focused on the main card in the front. All right, next card. We have this beautiful Blossom. Really, really fun card. I remember playing, I believe it was Super Smash Brothers Melee, where you could have a Pokeball as an item, and Blossom was one of the Pokemon that would spawn out of the Pokeballs. And it was always fun when me and my friends were playing Smash and we would get a Blossom because it didn't do anything, and we would always joke about it. Very, very fun card. This one has kind of a swirl in the corner, but another one that's a low-end card that I could easily replace with another card. So always on the lookout. If I find one in a better condition with a swirl, I will be swapping that one out as well. All right, and now we have the beautiful Water Mouse. Same set, Neo Genesis. I didn't realize how many cards were in these sets. The older sets are very fun to collect. I feel like they have some of the better artworks. Very, very nice. There's a start of a little swirl here, but not too bad. Another one of these little low-end cards that I can always upgrade and replace if I find it. Beautiful card. I got this card because I love the way these dots almost like outline the card. Like the hollow kind of just outlines it. It's very cool. Very nice. Get it back in its sleeve. I don't take them out of the sleeves too often. This will probably be the last time I ever take them out of the sleeves. So you guys should appreciate this video. One of my favorite hollows from the whole set, this beautiful Piju. A lot of people forget about Piju. A lot of people forget that Pikachu does have a stage 1 evolution, and it's this card. Beautiful Piju. We do not get many Pijus. I don't even know how many there's been. Beautiful card. I actually thought there was a swirl on this one, but I guess I was mistaken. There's not that many. I haven't brought it out to look at that many times. Here's the back. This one is in great condition. It's like Light Play Plus. Very, very nice. Very faint scratches on the hollow, but very nice holographic. One of the better ones. Piju does not get enough love. I do like how it has like a beautiful like little X marks the spot there. Very nice. All right, another one. We have Togetic. Same set, Neo Genesis. Take this sucker out of the sleeve, get a nice little close up here. Beautiful holographic on this one also. I love these Neo Hollows. They're awesome. This one, again, a little bit of extra whitening down in the corner. But this, again, it's a very low dollar card. These can always be replaced. And every time I go, I will look out for ones that are in better condition and with swirls, because we're trying to complete the whole set with swirls. All right, next up, we have the evolved form stage 2 of Chikorita. This one has a great little swirl right here on the tree, as you can see. I've been trying to find one that has a swirl over here. That would be awesome, coming out of its mouth. Very nice. Let's get it out of the sleeve so you guys can see a little bit closer here. Beautiful card. I want you guys to let me know in the comments below which one of these cards that I show you today is your favorite. We have some bangers coming up, so we're going to go ahead and we might start moving a little bit quicker. All right, here's the next one. We have another Meganium. Fun fact, Neo Genesis has 2 holographics for each stage 3 Pokemon. So we got 2 Meganiums, 2 Feraligators, and 2 Typhlosions. There's a beginning of a swirl here at the top. Very nice card. Here's the back really quickly. Like I said, most of them are light play or better. And the ones that aren't are the low dollar ones that I can always swap out. All right, we have a Feraligator coming up. I love this Feraligator. It's so cool. It's like, it reminds me of it like trying to sneak around. Very nice. There's a little swirl here on its knee. We got the high knee swirl. Very nice. And there's the back. Great card. Great card. All right. Moving on to another one. We have the other Feraligator. This one has a beautiful swirl. Here is the other Feraligator from the same set. And this swirl, right underneath its jaw, almost like it's shooting the swirl out of its mouth. That's what I like to look for. I like for swirls to look for swirls that have kind of like a story to them. Very nice card. Very nice back. The back on this is really clean. Great, great card. Love that one. Get that sucker back in its sleeve and back in its little home over here. All of these sit in my binder. All right, this one, it's the Typhlosion. This one is the least common Typhlosion. Those 2 Typhlosions, this one is least common between the 2. Very expensive card. Very glad that I have it. Very nice holographic. Here's the back. Pretty good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Some of these holographics can definitely be wiped down a little bit. Very nice. I do not have the other Typhlosion in this set. Typhlosion number 5, I believe. I do not have that one. I do need that one to complete this set. All right, next up, we have Dark Houndoom. Beautiful, beautiful card. This is actually not from Neo Genesis. This is from Neo Destiny. So I accidentally put that in the wrong one, but you guys get a sneak peek. Neo Destiny has some of the best cards ever. So right here, beautiful swirl underneath its chin. Nice little card. This is actually in super clean condition. This one is very nice. Very nice. The holographic is literally perfect on this. Awesome card here. I picked that up with my most recent card show. Sorry that I got mixed in. I'll set that one to the side over here. All right, and the last one. You know it. If you guys know Neo Genesis, this is the chase card of the set, the Lugia. Now, I was searching far and wide for a Lugia that had a swirl around here, but I could not find one. But this Lugia that I picked up is so clean and so crispy. It is beautiful. Just look at this beautiful Lugia. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this card. I picked this up for like $250, and Lugias are going through the roof recently. Again, this is one that I would love to upgrade for a swirl, but it's going to be very hard to do that because it's very expensive. All right, moving on to the next stack. Let me make sure. All right, first one, I'm going to swap these out. This is the Unknown. Beautiful Unknown. We really don't need to see the backs. Just know that they're all in about near mint condition. This is the beautiful Unknown. This is from Neo Discovery. Here you go. Here's the holographic on that. Absolute gorgeous card. I'm just going to go a little bit quicker now. Here's another one from Neo Discovery. We have the Magnemite. The Magnemite in like cyberspace. This is like the early 2000s. So it's like the cybernetic world. Very cool. This card is clean. Super clean. Not a single scratch on the holographic. And you get that beautiful swirl. Very nice. On the back, the card's very clean as well. But I will show you that later in life. Maybe not. Maybe not ever. You'll never know. All right, next up we have Fortress. Beautiful card as well. I'm going to stop saying beautiful card. I feel like I say that for all of them. This is Fortress. It looks like he's hovering in a forest. You got that nice swirl right next to his little Frankenstein handles, I guess. This card is another card that's probably near mint or better. It's very, very clean. Put that sucker back in its sleeve. Alrighty then, moving on, we have the Hitmontop. Hitmontop. Great card. Another one that's a lower end card. So if I find one with a swirl or better condition, I will upgrade it eventually when I'm finished my collection. But right now I'm not, so we'll put that back. All right. This one, Smeargle. Another card that you don't see a lot of holographics or EXs or whatever of. I love this Smeargle. The swirl coming out of its tail is just absolutely perfect. One of the ones where the swirl is just great placement, tells a story. Very, very nice. All right, next up, we have Ursaring. Love the Ursaring, the evolved teddy bear. I just dropped it. This is another card, not too high end, but very, very cool. This one is very clean. We got a little bit of a half swirl up there. I really want to find one with the swirls coming out of its mouth. So this one will be on the lookout for some new swirls to upgrade if we ever find it. But just a great card all around. Next up, we have Your Mama, our little dragonfly boy. Very nice. Great holographic on this. The swirls on the bottom of this. Yes, it's a half swirl. I'll take it. There's a little swirl right here as well. I love this one. Great card. Moving on to the next one. We have Kabutops. This is before the big boom. The big Kabuto boom. Before the Kabuto King took over. Great card. A little bit of a swirl in the corner. A little bit of swirl behind his head. Awesome card. I like this one because the holographic bleeds onto the actual Pokemon itself, and they normally don't do that. I don't know if that's an error or not, but hey, I'll take it. Oh my goodness. And then we have the one that started it all. This card started the whole collection for me. I went to a card shop, saw this Wobbuffet, and I forgot how beautiful Wobbuffet was. It's got a nice little swirl here in the corner. It's a nice, super clean card. Love the holographic. We don't get enough Wobbuffet. I know Destined Rivals just put out a brand new Wobbuffet. It's a fun card. And then the swirl himself. This Pokemon has a swirl on it. We have Politoed, another one that's kind of skipped over in the Pokemon universe. Politoed Howling at the Moon. Very nice. This card, again, not too expensive. Will pick up a swirl one if I find it, but it's getting hard to find some of these cards, especially the Neo sets. And then we have our big red Scizor. This card, again, these cards are just so cool. The art style, the retro holos, they're just so nice. This is the set that I remember buying at the store and opening myself and collecting at home. Just great all-around fun cards to have. All right, now we have Poliwrath, one of the few cards where you see he's actually shiny in the artwork, and it's not a shiny card. This is shiny Poliwrath, but he is not classified as shiny. This one, you don't need a swirl because he is a swirl. Another fun swirl one. Really great card. I got the dog barking for fun. All right, now we have Houndoom. This one is one of my favorite swirls, and I'll tell you why in a second. Take him out so you guys can see. Beautiful Houndoom staring at the tree. What is that swirl right there? That's right, we have the Houndoom Poop Swirl. Great swirl right after he just finished his business, and now he's mad because he was caught in the act. Great swirl, great card. All right, next up, we have the Houndour, the baby dog. This one's hiding in tall grass, and you can see the swirl above his head right there, almost like he's glaring up at it. Like the swirl is making him angry for some reason. Great card. Love this one. Next up, we have the Tyranitar. This one would be really hard to get a swirl on, but I would love to. This is a very expensive card. There's a little bit of a swirl above his head right here. If you guys can see that, I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Little bit of a swirl. I would love to get him shooting a swirl right here. So these are the ones that I'm on the lookout for, like ones that have their mouth open. Swirls around their mouth would be very cool. Some people charge extra for the swirls. I would never charge extra or want extra for a swirl. I would just, it's just something cool that makes it a little bit more fun for a very niche amount of people. All right, next up, we have the beautiful Espeon. This one does have a swirl right here, right in front of its face, almost like he's throwing something at you, or she, whatever you call it. Very nice background. Very cool card. I got this one. I saw someone trade this into a vendor, so then I jumped up and snatched it. Actually, this sleeve's pretty dirty. Let me grab a new one for it. I jumped up and snatched it. I got this for such a steal. Very, very cool. You guys definitely need to check out some of my card show videos, or I pick up all these. All these were picked up from card shows. All right, the last one. If you guys know Nia Discovery, you should know what this card is. One of my favorites. Holy, the original Moonbryon. The original, the OG Moonbryon. Look at how gorgeous this sucker is. This one is another one where the Pokemon is also covered in holo, and I don't think that's how it's supposed to be, but it also has a very nice swirl behind its head. Obviously, you want to get the swirl on the moon, but hey, we'll take any swirl. I got this one for an absolute steal. Very, very nice. This one I got for like over $100 under market price. Very nice card. I love it. Again, this sleeve's pretty dirty. I'm going to grab a new one. This is why I like to take them out and look every once in a while. Very cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate you watching. Hopefully you're still watching. All right, we have Neo Revelations coming up. And in spite we have Neo Revelations coming up. This one is Christmas themed. You don't really get many winter or Christmas themed Pokemon cards, but this one is one of them. It's got two little Jumpluffs, building a snowman. Very cool card. Not a lot of holo in this card, but hey, it's a very cool card. Another one that's not too expensive. We will keep looking for better ones that have swirls if we get the set. Next up, we have Ampharos. This one is beautiful. Like I say about all of them, we do have a swirl in this one right up in the corner. I have seen a swirl right on their tail before. That's an amazing one. Someone had it graded at a card show with like a swirl mark. That would be awesome. This one would be great to have a swirl near the tail. Very cool. We're going to keep on going, baby. All right, next one up. We have Porygon 2. This is the non-sharp polygon. This is the smoothed out polygon. Very nice. As you can see in the background, it has like a blueprint for the polygon. Very cool. It's a cyber Pokemon. Now, I'm not finished with all these sets yet, but I am getting there. Next up, we have Magneton, one of my favorite Magneton holos. It's just such a clean artwork. Obviously, we have this nice little swirl down in the corner here. Very nice artwork. This is probably my second favorite Magneton. The new Magneton that's for a Surging Sparks promo, the ETB, that one is my favorite. That one is awesome. All right, next up, we have the Crobat. This one will be hard to see. It's very dark holographic, but hey, we'll take it. You can also see there is a swirl in this corner. One of the reasons why I picked it up. Very nice Crobat, dark Crobat. This one is another like pretty expensive card. The Neo Revelation set is really expensive for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it is. All right, next up, my good friend, the Santa Claus bird. Delibird, Neo Revelations. Another one, just a goofy artwork, very nice card. I love that one. All right, and then after that we have, we have the Mischievous. This, holy crap. I need to get it out of this pronto. Look how disgusting this is. Oh man, that's crazy. This one, beautiful card, very nice, very prominent swirl. Get that sucker in a new sleeve. A lot of these are from like old binders from card shows, so they are in like old sleeves. So now that one's in a nice fresh home, very nice. This is why I like taking them out and kind of sorting them every once in a while, making sure everybody has something good. All right, this one, very nice Celebi. This copy of this card is so clean. This is honestly like probably gradable. I'll get a real close up here. As you can see, there is not a single scratch on the holo at all. Very nice. The holo on this one is very dark, very hard to find. It's only on the outside of here. There's a little bit of a swirl in the top corner. You can see the back too. This card is gorgeous. The only spot on the back is the top right here, and that's it. Very nice. If people cared about grades other than a 10, this one would definitely be gradable. Probably an 8 or a 9. Next up, we gotta definitely swap out this sleeve. We have one of the legendary dogs, Entei. Which legendary dog is your favorite? Out of the 3 legendary dogs, which one is your favorite? My favorite is probably Raikou. We have beautiful Entei. Let's get him out of this sleeve. No swirl on this one, but this one is another very expensive card. So if I ever finish the set and find a swirl, we will upgrade. Very nice. Next up, keeping on the same pattern, we have Raikou, my favorite, with a beautiful swirl right in front of its face. Look at that. Beautiful card. Man, this card is nice. I got this one at a great price. Great condition. Again, another light play card. Very nice swirl on the back. Well, not on the back, on the right in front of his face. And if you guys know, obviously the next card up is the Suicune. Another card that's just absolutely stunningly beautiful. I love this one so much. There's a swirl right here in the corner. These cards are just getting so incredibly expensive. It's actually insane. I get a new sleeve for that one. Very nice. We love that. And on the end, if you guys have watched, if you've watched any of my videos, you might see this card. Let's just go ahead and show you the back of this card first before I reveal what it is. And I want you to look at the condition of this card. Look at the condition of this card. It is gorgeous. Look at that. No dings, no big whitenings. Now let's go to the front. Look at that. It is a Ho-Oh from Neo Revelations, one of the more expensive cards. Look at the holographic on it. It's very nice. Very slight scratches. I got this card for extremely cheap, and the reason I got it for so cheap is right here. Right there in that corner is a teeny tiny crease, and the crease does not go through all the way through the card. It's a surface level crease. This can be repairable and it can be fixed, and I am considering doing that. I honestly just don't want to damage it because I got this for so incredibly cheap, and under market it's insane. I would definitely say this is like Light Play Plus if it didn't have the crease. Since it has the crease, it is classified as damaged in my book, and the vendor who was selling this had also had it classified as damaged. So very unfortunate for him, but great for me because I just want a binder copy. All right, now look at this lineup here. My goodness, maybe that's why I don't pull any of the hits, because I have all my luck in finding these great deals. All right, let's kill through this last stack. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you're still watching, say, hey, I'm still here. Let's see the rest of these cards. God dang it. All right. We have this one as a holographic energy from Neo Destiny. Does have a swirl in the corner. Even the energies can get the swirls. Very nice. There is another swirl, I believe, in Neo Revelations that I need, but we still have some to find. All right, next up we have this Light Azumarill. The Light Mouse. I love the swirl. It's got a double swirl above its head. Look at that. Very nice card. And it's like, I love the art. Like most of these, like these little like CGI artworks from the early 2000s. It's just nostalgic. It's nice. It's just waving at you. Next up, we have the Don Fan. This one would be really hard to find a swirl. This one is a very nice, clean copy. Don Fan, great card. Phanpy, one of my favorite Pokemons. I remember seeing Don Fan come out in one of the movies. I think it was Pokemon 2000. Seeing a new generation Pokemon in that movie literally made my little tiny childhood brain explode because that was new Pokemon. Next up, we have another dark Pokemon, Dark Ampharos. Oh, this one again in a terrible sleeve. That sleeve could potentially damage the card. It's so dirty and grimy, which is why we get brand new fresh ones. Dark Ampharos, gorgeous card. I love that he's shooting the lightning out of his head. Another one that I will try to find a swirl if I can upgrade it. All right, next up we have Dark Alligator. Love this one. It's like he's like trying to hide himself under his shoulder. Very nice card here. No swirl on this one, but still very nice. This one would be really hard to get a swirl on because the holographic is so tiny, but very cool card. Another dark Pokemon. We love the dark Pokemon. The original dark Pokemon are always insane. And then this one, Dark Typhlosion. This card is so amazing. Very expensive card. Very beautiful card too. I thought there was a swirl on this one, but maybe I was mistaken. It's very hard to see the holographic on this card, but the artwork is awesome. It's literally Typhlosion in the middle of a freaking volcano. Beautiful card. I love that one. Awesome card. Great, great, great artwork. All right, next up, we have Dark Tyranitar. Neo Destiny, the cards in Neo Destiny are insanely expensive. Very hard to find, very expensive. So these I can't just justify looking for swirls only. But if I do try to find a swirl, obviously it's going to be in front of its mouth. Just a beautiful card. Another one standing in this volcano. Maybe he's next to Typhlosion, who knows? Gorgeous card. Love it, love it, love it. All right, next up, this one I'm going to be swapping out with a new sleeve. We have Dark Espeon. Now, if you guys seen my short and some of my other videos, you will see that this was a PSA graded card. This one graded a PSA 5. We can see the back. Back's pretty rough, but it's not crazy. I wouldn't say it's a 5, but there is a lot of scratches right here. But hey, it's Dark Espeon. It's a gorgeous card, and it's got that swirl on its foot. That's one of the reasons why I bought it. At a PSA 5, it was actually less money than just raw light play. So kind of a quick, fun little hack. If you can find a PSA 5 or 6, those are technically light play. So you get yourself a really nice card for cheaper than market price for raw cards. Very funny how grading is working nowadays. Very goofy prices, but hey, we'll take it. Obviously, this one, if I ever find a better one with a reasonable price, I will upgrade it, but it has to have a swirl. And last but not least, for my Neo Destiny, we have Dark Gengar. I always call this Pancake Gengar because it looks like he's squashed. This one is just so beautiful, man. Very hard to see the holographic on this one because it's so dark, but a great card. I got this card and the Moonbryon together at a card show. Both of them way under market value. Fantastic prices. This one is one of my favorites. Just look at this stack up right now. Look at this. Look at the heat on this table right now. Beautiful cards. I'm missing a few cards from each set. I think Neo Discovery is finished, but I'm definitely missing some Neo Genesis, some Revolutions, and some Destiny. A lot of Destiny. They have all the shiny Pokemon, which are bazillions of dollars. So I'm going to have to look out for those, but just sit here and appreciate this for a second. Look at these beautiful cards. This might be my thumbnail. This actually, you know what? I'm going to make a thumbnail real quick. Look at that view. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you guys so much for watching. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. What is your favorite set? And out of that set, what is your favorite holographic? Thank you guys so much for watching. I still have many cards to come. I got to get all the shinies. Out of all these aren't even my favorites. Neo Destiny has all the shinies. Neo Revelation has some shinies too. The shinies are my favorites, so we got to go after those once the regular holos are complete. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. We praise the worms and we say hi to Manny. Thanks for watching. See ya.